Hey everyone, welcome to Great and Gather Barbecue. Kyle here. Today I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I'm just trying to change some things up because I've already made a lot of videos about the, chicken, pork, that kind of stuff. So today we're going to do a duck. And a lot of people do this around the holidays, but that's the great news about having a smoker. It gives you an excuse to cook barbecue all the time. So I had to do some research since I've never cooked one before. I should have probably, I did kind of like a dry brine, but I didn't actually have enough time. So I put it on about 8 hours or so. And basically all I did was just put some kosher salt on top of it, put it in the fridge uncovered to try and draw some moisture out, because the skin, we're gonna be smoking today at 275 degrees, which should have okay skin. It's going to be all kind of trial and error. If I have to, I'm actually going to put it in the oven, in the broiler, to crisp up the skin. But the difference between like a chicken and a duck is the amount of fat underneath the skin. It's kind of crazy. And so what you have to do as that fat starts to render is give it a place to go. So I actually took this corn cob like thing and just stabbed it like a million different times. I'll attach the video right here so you can kind of see that process. But that way, as the fat starts to render, it gives it a place to go. And so if not, I guess it just kind of turns like jelly underneath the skin, and then your skin's ruined. So I've already done that. The bird is pretty dry. I am actually going to throw a rub on it today. Very light, because I didn't see too many people online putting barbecue rubs on them. So I'm going to go very light with the Dirty Bird by Cosmos. And then we're actually going to do a kind of like a sauce at the end to kind of glaze. I guess you call it a glaze at the end, like a maple, orange juice maple glaze that should help crisp up the skin and make it taste even better. So this is about a 5-pound duck. And I do have some sliced fruit here that we're going to just stuff inside of the cavity. Like I said, this has been sitting out for a while. It was in the fridge for about 8 hours uncovered, so it's pretty dry. But yeah, I'm just going to stuff some onions and some oranges inside the cavity. It's going to help it kind of puff the chest up a little bit, which should help it cook better, but also will add some more flavor. Today I'm actually using a mixture of some new pellets actually that I'm going to be reviewing, and the video should drop hopefully at the end of this week or early next week. Knotty wood barbecue, and so it's going to be 100% almond wood and actually another 100% plum wood, and it's a 50-50 mix right now, pretty much 50-50 in the pits and spits. And so it's a sweeter wood. I'm pretty excited to see really what it's going to taste like on this duck. So I got the cavity stuffed full of the onions and oranges. So now I'm just going to put a little bit of rub on this thing, and then we're going to be out at the pits and spits, which, like I said, is pre-warmed to 275 degrees. So very light coat. I did tuck back the wings so that way it cooks better and it looks better at that point. So we'll just flip it over. All right, so I'll see you out at the pits and spits. Hey guys, I'm at the Maverick 2000. It is preheated to 275 degrees. Hopefully that will keep the skin crispy, being higher up in the temperature range, but still we're able to get that smoke flavor in there. This almond and plum wood mix right now from Knotty Wood Barbecue smells so good. I know this thing doesn't look like it's bellowing out the smoke, and thin blue smoke is really hard to see, but this Pits and Spits Maverick does a great job. Does it produce the smoke as like an offset? If you're watching this and you're like, man, I've heard that they don't smoke as good as like an offset, or they don't have as much smoky flavor. No, they don't. I've never had an offset, but I've tasted some food off of them, and these don't produce that, but also I don't have to stoke a fire. So it's convenience. I'm hoping one day I am able to have an offset and be able to do the whole like you know, real barbecue, I guess you could say, where you got to stay up all night and you got to look at it and you got to stoke the fire. But anyway, so 275 degrees, this thing is still producing good smoke. It smells fantastic. I think smoke is more of a smell than a see at that point. This thin blue smoke is hard to see sometimes in different lighting, so that's why you might not ever see it on here. But yeah, I already put the temp probes in, and I'm hoping this thing takes about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, being that it's cooking such at a high temp. So we'll see. But yeah, so I will keep you guys informed, but I will definitely video me glazing it at the end and then crisping the skin up if I have to in the broiler. But yeah, so tune in. Bonus clip, just in case you want to see me put it actually on. I'm putting it on the bottom rack. Biscuit, you're gonna get burned if you put your nose up there. Ooh, yeah. Got some good sizzle. I don't know if you guys heard that through the mic. This is the breast one. All right, we'll see you guys when this thing's done. Well, when I'm getting ready to baste it with the glaze. All right, guys, so I think it's been about 2 hours. I'll post the Fireboard 2.0 graph so you guys can see how long it's taken and you kind of see what the meat temperature's done. But what we're gonna do now is we're going to put a maple orange juice, like maple syrup and orange juice, equal parts glaze on it, and then actually have the broiler going. I don't think the skin is quite is really where I want it, so I want to tighten it up a little bit more and make it more crispy skin. But yeah, the breast is at 160 degrees and then the thigh is at 170 right now. So those are our temperatures. The broiler will get it a little bit higher, but really it's pretty much cooked. So yeah, so I'm going to put it on and we're going to, oh yeah, looks good, definitely. So we'll just transfer it over here, shut the grill. All right, so now we're gonna go broil it. All right, guys, so we just broiled this thing after we put on that mixture of equal parts of maple syrup and orange juice. Put it in the broiler, really let that skin start to crisp, and it was popping, it was doing all types of amazing stuff. So that looks fantastic. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna cut the breast out and then slice it. And it is really hot. You just kind of follow the breastbone, so it's going to have to start to turn. So then now, I'll point it towards this camera too. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks fantastic. Juicy. Skin is crispy. So yeah, get yourself one of these ducks, and yeah, I can't wait to try it. So see you guys later.